So up until now, it would have been hard to recommend the PlayStation Portal to anyone.
What?
Who doesn't already own a PlayStation console. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to unlock a brand new feature on the PlayStation Portal that turns it into maybe one of the best handheld gaming standalone devices that you can get today. Now, one of the main reasons this was impossible to recommend to anyone in the past, despite it having fantastic controllers, is basically a DualSense controller split in two with the class leading haptics in the grip and the force feedback triggers. Not to mention, it's got one of the best displays on any handheld out there right now, is the fact that this was basically useless unless you had a PS5. So why would anyone without a PlayStation console even consider buying this? Well, they wouldn't. It would have been a waste of money, but now the PlayStation Portal is.
No longer an agent of this system. I've changed, I'm unplugged.
And Sony has flipped the switch and are now letting you dive into their wonderland of PS5 and PS4 games without having to actually buy a console. And that's why now the PS Portal could be considered as an actual standalone portable gaming device and maybe one of the best out there. Well, sort of. And before we get into that, let me show you the first steps to unlocking this brand new game-changing feature from Sony PlayStation. Jump into the settings on the Portal, go to settings here, and if you go to your system, check your device information. And on this page, if you don't have version 4.0, you need to check for the latest software update. In order to do this, you need to go back one step, go to update system software here, and you should see the latest update pop up. So once you've checked you've got the latest software, you're now on your way to accessing a gaming library from Sony PlayStation that can be played anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection or mobile data. And now without a required remote connection to an actual PlayStation console. And this is kind of a big deal. And amazing news, not just for newcomers to the PlayStation ecosystem, but also for PlayStation owners who regularly and accidentally powers down their console and then goes into another room to play the Portal and then finds out that the PlayStation's off, which means then going back to the PlayStation, powering it up and then powering it back down again in sleep mode. And if I'm being honest, when that happens to me, most of the time I just give up on the whole idea altogether. Well, that's not going to happen anymore thanks to this new update, because now you can stream hundreds of games from the PlayStation catalog straight to your PlayStation Portal anywhere, regardless of whether you have a PlayStation 5 or not, and regardless of whether it's in sleep mode or not. And this is especially good news for people who have never owned a PlayStation before, because now you'll have access to Sony exclusive games like Ghost of Tsushima and God of War, Uncharted, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, for example. And if you have got a PlayStation console, there's good news for you also, because all of your game saves and progress and your trophies will be synced to the cloud, and the next time you turn on your PlayStation, it will then be synced on your console. So this is truly game-changing, and honestly, this is probably the best time to actually buy a PlayStation Portal, in my opinion. But there is a catch. So if you're brand new to the world of PlayStation and maybe you're more familiar with Xbox or PC streaming, just like those services, there is a subscription model in place for the PlayStation, and it is a tier system. And it is true what they say, the best things in life are free and the second best things are expensive. Well, the good news here is the Sony PlayStation Plus subscription service isn't too expensive, and you'll really have to run the numbers for yourself to decide whether it's worth it for you or not. So in order to turn a PlayStation Portal into a true standalone gaming device, you will need to subscribe. And also subscribe to Sony PlayStation Plus Premium, which will set you back around $13.50 per month here in the UK and around £120 for the year. But here's a little tip for you guys. If you're planning on buying the PlayStation Portal, but you know you're not going to be playing it every single day and maybe only when you're traveling and you're not at home, well, you might be better off signing up for the monthly subscription service, because you can cancel and pause it at any time and then reactivate it when you know you're going to be playing the Portal. So it's really going to be down to you to decide whether it's worth buying the PlayStation Portal, which retails at the time of this video for around £200, and then on top of that signing up for the subscription. So here's an easy way to decide whether it will be worth it for you. So if you browse through the PlayStation library, which currently consists of over 200 games, and I fully expect this will grow over time since this is still in the beta phase right now. See what games you'd like to play here and then look at how much those games actually cost to buy, and then that way you can kind of make a more calculated decision. But if you do decide to go for it, you do get access to a bunch of classic games, not just on PS5 but also on PS4 as well. And I do have a feeling that Sony might introduce their Pictures Core service to the portal soon as well, because that is available on the PlayStation 5, and with this enabled on the portal, this means that you'll be able to stream Sony movies directly to the handheld. And the great thing about Sony Pictures Core service is the streaming quality is much higher than Disney, Netflix, and even Amazon. So I do have my fingers crossed that that will soon come to the portal as well, but I can't make any promises on that. But anyway, even without that, I think it's a pretty good deal in my opinion. And it really does come down to how much value you'll get from the games that currently exist in the library and how much you'd actually be using it when you're away from your home or while someone's hogging the TV. So if you are looking for a brand new portable gaming device and you don't want to spend Steam Deck kind of money, and maybe the Nintendo Switch is a bit too cartoony for you, this is now a very good option, which in reality really wasn't an option before. But there is one thing to remember: just like hoverboards don't run on water, the PlayStation Portal cannot run without internet. But if you find you're the type of person who has mobile data everywhere you go, then you'll be able to use the PlayStation everywhere you go. So if you do pick up a PlayStation Portal, it does mean you can
Game on! Game on!
almost anywhere. So unlike just the other day, I can now recommend the PlayStation Portal to pretty much anyone, and regardless of whether you own a PlayStation 5 or not. And dare I say, it might even be a good option for some of you Xbox and PC gamers out there. And largely thanks to the exclusive Sony games that you can only play on PlayStation. And before you go, let me show you how to actually unlock this service, because even when you get the update, it doesn't automatically unlock it. So from your home screen, go to your settings up here, top right corner, go to settings once again, and then you should now see the cloud streaming beta. And on this page, before you enable this switch, if you don't have the PlayStation Premium Plus subscription, you can check the prices right here, scan that with your phone, and then you can sign up via your phone. Once you're all signed up, you're good to go, and you can activate cloud streaming beta. And now when your PlayStation Portal boots up, you have the option to access the library, and most importantly, you don't need a PlayStation to do it. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, let me know in the comments with a little thumbs up, and if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I will be checking out Sony's latest gaming monitor from InZone. It's a 480Hz OLED, and it is pretty damn awesome. That video will be going live shortly, so make sure your notifications are on for that if you're interested. I appreciate you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Don't be late.